I came up here to speak on my husband's behalf because he is a true survivor and he is a testimony on what breathwork can do to anyone. He is a survivor of 17 near-death experiences. He had chronic fatigue, narcolepsy, sleep apnea. He also had neurological issues, TBI. He was bedridden. He was on 5 medications, ready to give up after 2 concussions in the same ball game 12 years ago. He was literally ready to take his life. He knew that he had a higher calling as a starseed. He knew he came from the Pleiades. He knew that he had a higher origin of work to do for his generation. But because of what really challenged him, it changed his life. And if you look at the word challenge, the word changes in the word challenge. So he really did surrender to source, the divine, the higher consciousness, and that is when he found his way to the light. His mom joined us from Washington State because she knocked at the door when he was getting ready to take his life and asked him if he heard of the art of living, and that opened up the door for him to learn several of the Gupta Vidyas, to work with several masters, and he is here to share this with the world, especially the younger generation, the digital generation. So I wanted to speak on his behalf because also he devoted his life to this path, and he was trained by Dr. Vasant Lad and Dr. Lakesh in the Ayurvedic Institute, and also another Veda, the top Ayurvedic doctors in the world. He's been a walking miracle, and I'm grateful to have him by my side. So I had to speak on his behalf. And I'm his wife, Aranyani, and I'm known as the Appalachian audio alchemist. This is a pyramid instrument I'm sure some of you are familiar with. It's called the Paradigm, created by an engineer, Dr. August Worley in Asheville. He was channeled this instrument by the Palladian Council of the Nine. He worked for Bob Moog and also Robert Gilbert. And there aren't very many instruments on the planet like this. I will be supporting with the breathwork today, and he will be taking you on a journey. So before we do the breath work, I know everybody's been around a lot of energy, and we wanted to talk about energy as well with some Tibetan medicine that is available here at the conference, jampa.com. And we have our medicine Buddha teacher that also helped him on the path when he had severe infection going on with his teeth that almost put him in the hospital, when he was calling out for the medicine Buddha. And we're going to be representing a product, and I'll let my husband tell you a little bit about those Siddha medicines that we're representing today.
How's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. Good to see everyone. Cool. Yeah. Well, if anyone has a second while I'm briefly introducing things and wants to grab some Ituna Prana or Healing Heart, can go so, but also can get it after this as well. And we'll give a little tidbit on that at the end, but we're just going to kind of hop right into the process here because we don't have a ton of time. So it's going to be a nice direct experience, very interactive. So we'll just kind of take a second to come into the heart space, come into our 0 point. And now it's going to be very important for us to follow our own body and intuition during this process. So don't try to necessarily follow me or keep up. Pay attention to your own body. If I release a breath hold early and you can go longer comfortably, go for it. Don't stop just because I stop, or don't go longer just because I'm going longer. Pay attention to your own body. Be in your holy, sacred body temple, and you know what's best for you. Okay. And yeah, I think we're ready to go. So this transmission is partially coming to you also from the Pleiades or Kartika. And this practice is actually connected to Babaji in the ancient Kriya Yoga lineage. And before that, it's actually connected to Sanat Kumara, that Babaji re-downloaded this information from the Akash. And this is a particularly secret, hidden process. It's been passed down for a very, very long time. Part of the Gupta Vidyas, the hidden knowledges. secret sciences, hidden wisdoms. This is a very powerful process that saved my life many times. Okay, so we'll just take a moment, coming into our heart space, closing our eyes, bringing our full attention, taking a deep breath in with a smile on the face, and breathing in with a sense of gratitude for the miracle that is the breath of life. This process is also a cultivation of the sacred soma, the amrita, the ambrosia, or also called the Christ anointing oil or the nectar of the gods. This process allows our pineal and pituitary glands to start to secrete some very sacred chemicals that do all sorts of things that we'll go into later. Okay, so one more time, taking a deep breath into our heart center, big smile on the face, feeling the sense of gratitude for that every moment of subtle life force energy coming into our bodies and bringing us life. Then we'll take another moment, if we can, after coming to our center, to kind of shake our hands and feet, and whether we want to do it sitting down or whether we want to do it standing up. Normally we do a few asanas before, but it's good to kind of shake hands and feet a little bit. We'll just do this one today. Maybe about 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds. If you feel your hands vibrating at the end, you're doing good. You've done it right. Okay. Normally we do 3 other things, but today this is good. Whenever we're feeling good and vibrating and complete here, we're just going to come back into our center space again, and we're going to become aware where our energy goes, or where our attention goes, our energy flows. So we're going to become aware of this little tiny golden cord shooting down from the heavens, coming through our crown chakra, through this central channel, Sushumna Nadi, through those 7 major energy centers and endocrine systems of the body and vagus nerve, and out through the lower centers and root chakra, and deep, deep, deep into the energetic core of the earth. And taking a brief moment to allow and empower this energy to pour down and stream down, to become a giant radiant golden pillar of light, rushing down from the heavens, pouring through our crown chakra, filling it with this liquid light, this pure source energy, rushing, activating, illuminating all of the energy centers of the body, all the chakras, all the nadis, illuminating all the cellular structures, visualizing this, feeling this, intending this, illuminating all the molecular structures, atomical structures of the body, allowing this pure source energy to cultivate and to fill even the empty space of the body, the 99% of the body that's really just empty space in the pores of the bones, in the organs, around the organs, inside of the cells, cellular structures on the outside, in the molecular structures outside, inside the atoms, outside the atoms, all of the empty space, filling it with this energy and rushing it through the whole body, through the lower centers, and deep, 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 deep down into the earth. Following your attention down below the body as far as you can bring your attention, consciousness, awareness below your body into the center of the earth, grounding this energy, holding your attention below the body as much as you can. Just for a few seconds here, allowing it to culminate in the center of the earth and bringing your attention back up through the earth, healing the earth, coming up through the lower chakras, lower energy centers, up through the heart, activating that Merkaba, amplifying Merkabic flow up through the higher centers, and branching out, blossoming like a cherry blossom, going up to spirit through the crown chakra, up into the heaven's gate. Remember, where our energy goes, our attention flows. Attention flows, energy goes. Now taking a second, bringing our full attention to the heart chakra, taking a deep breath in, generating, visualizing a green sphere of light on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, shooting that green sphere down through the heart and the lower centers like green roots, coming down from the heart through the lower centers, extending out the root chakra like the roots of a tree, going deep into the earth, expanding and multiplying, until they're hanging off into the other side of the earth and the Akash, the empty space. Becoming a bridge of the heavens and earth and the earth avatar, rooted and grounded in the heart. Asatoma sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotin Gamaya Mitruyom Amritan Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Puram Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. And just taking a brief moment with our eyes closed to think the prime creator creation, the great spirit, almighty I am presence is within us and all around us. The master and ascended one that is within us and all around us, the supreme being, for guiding us through this session today and transmitting to us exactly that which we are needing to receive at this time in our highest and best with grace and ease. And so it is. And taking a moment to thank all the holy beings, devas, guides, guardians, and angels that we work with and work with us for guiding us today. And just taking a few deep breaths, preparing for our first phase. This first stage, we take a heart mudra around the nabi, the center of the nadis, the one intersection of the 72,000 nadis of the body. Then we take a deep breath all the way in. A few different things are going to be happening here. I'll explain first. So deep breath all the way in, sweeping through the chakras. Deep breath all the way in and then all the way out. And then we're going to do an om here, but we're going to om the original way of oming. It's just an ah sound, but as the tongue reaches the roof of the mouth and the mouth closes, it becomes oo and and it creates an unbroken chain of vibration, resonance, and energy from the base of the spine, lower energy centers, up to the third eye and the pineal gland, pituitary glands. So it's going to be like this. And then for that om, lowest pitch om we can make. And then when you're oming also, you're going to have your full attention on the cluster of neurons in the root chakra that create electricity, create chemicals, and receive, generate, and transmit light photons. So we're going to see a full spectrum white light, which is like the sun, where it's a white gold surrounded by a rainbow, full spectrum white light in the root chakra while we om. So it's like this. All while holding that intention, attention, that feeling and visualization of that energy. And then right after that, we take hands like this, and they go just over the hips, resting. And then so someone could put a little cup of water, and the water wouldn't spill on the hands. Straight hands, back erect, chin 90 degrees. And then we're going to use Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi breath is when we take the throat muscles and we constrict them. We elongate the breath, and it sounds like this. This is my normal breath. This is my Ujjayi breath. You want to feel a tightness or a constriction over here. And if it's hard to do in the beginning, it's okay. You'll get used to it. Just do the best you can to elongate the breath, the deep. This creates a Bohr effect in the body and super oxygenates, deeply oxygenates tissues in the body and many other things. So in this Ujjayi breath, we're going to do 4-second in breath, 4-second hold, 6-second out breath, 2 seconds in sublimation. In that 4-second in breath, and this might sound like a lot now, I'll guide it, it's totally going to work really awesome. So in that 4-second in breath, we're visualizing this full spectrum white light in the root chakra and it building the energy in that root chakra. On the 4-second hold, that energy is releasing through the whole body, radiating, shining, illuminating everything, shining like a diamond in the sun, sparkling. On the 6-second out breath, that energy, we're expanding that energy in our consciousness to the whole nation, the whole world, the whole solar system and universe, if we can, to all beings, all dimensions, no exceptions. We do 6 rounds of that. Awesome. Ready? I'll lead it. Cool. Okay, so hands in our heart mudra around the nabi, and again, we're going to take a deep breath all the way in, and all the way out. And we're going to do that special Om with our full attention, the root chakra and a full spectrum white light, lowest pitch Om we can do. And coming to the position just above the hips, hands flat so water wouldn't spill, spine erect, chin 90 degrees, and in Ujjayi breath, focusing on the first 30% of the lungs, diaphragmatic breathing, building that full spectrum white photonic light in the root chakra. In Ujjayi breath, ready, in, 2, 3, 4, and now holding the breath, expanding the energy through the whole body, shining like a diamond in the sun. 4, and releasing to the whole world, all the dimensions, all the beings, spreading the energy as far as you can go. 5, 6, and hold, sublimation, no air. And building the energy, breathing in again. 2, 3, feeling the root chakra. 4, and holding, now expanding it through the whole body where your attention goes, energy flows. 3, 4, shining like a diamond and releasing to the whole world, expanding that energy as far as you can go. 4, 5, 6, and hold, no air, sublimation, and building energy together. Ready? And holding, expanding, shining like a diamond, subtle smile on the face, radiating the energy, illuminating everything, and releasing. As far as you can go. Holding. Building the energy, breathing in. Holding, expanding, shining like a diamond in the sun, smile on the face, sparkling, and releasing. Final 2 rounds, making this the very best yet. Breathing in. Holding the energy, expanding through the whole body, illuminating all the cellular, molecular, atomical structures with this source energy, light, and releasing. Expanding as far as you can go. Holding no air. Final round on your own rhythm, keeping up with the light and the energy. Shining like a diamond, and releasing. And completing the round you're on, relaxing, bringing hands back open, receiving from spirit. You can shake out, do whatever you need to do. Just taking a moment to close eyes, bring the full attention right at the tip of the nostrils, right at the Buddha Master Gate, right as the subtle life force energy passes through this point to bring life to the body. Pay attention to this point and just watching the breath pass through this point, not really doing anything, just noticing anything happening in the body and integrating energy for a moment or two. Also, while you integrate energy, this technique has 3 phases. Phase 1 is darkness, no color, no vibration, no energy, no feeling. Phase 2 is subtle colors, subtle vibrations, subtle feelings, subtle energies. Phase 3 is lightning energy, full-on visions, multidimensional experiences, all sorts of things. Very, very powerful. It becomes more real than this. Okay, kind of ready for our second round, and our second round is going to be like the first round, but our full attention will be on our heart chakra, on the 40,000 neurons, light photon generators of the heart. And we'll be bringing in a full spectrum emerald green energy to the heart chakra with this one. And this will also be coming up, taking a deep breath all the way in. This will be a second middle pitched Om. Om. And then after that, similar like the first stage, but it goes in the armpits, and the thumb goes as high up as possible. We have a lymph drainage and a chakra point right here. This drains lymph nodes and does many, many other things. So then we take that Ujjayi breath, and on the 4-second inhalation, we're building full spectrum green emerald energy in the heart chakra. On the hold, again, expanding it through the whole body, radiating like an emerald in the sun. On the out breath, releasing it to all beings, all dimensions, the whole universe as far as we can go. 6 rounds. Okay, awesome. Also, normal person, average human has 20 light photons per second coming out of their heart. Average human that does this for about 6 months goes from 20 light photons to 100,000 light photons coming per second from their heart chakra, measurable by machinery and human science. Okay, so heart mudra around Nabi. Take a deep breath all the way in and all the way out. And in for Om when you're ready. And when you're ready, coming to the second stage, thumbs all the way up on the lymph drainage point and chakra. Hands should be touching with no air in the lungs. We're going to use the middle part of the lungs here, in Ujjayi. The lungs should expand, chest should expand, and then going out, they should contract and touch the fingers again. So it should be like, okay. In Ujjayi, ready, building the energy, ready, in, 2, 3, 4, and hold and expanding to the whole body, illuminating all the cells, molecules, this green energy, 4, and releasing to the whole world, sharing with all the beings, all the dimensions, all the Buddhas, no exceptions, 6, and hold in sublimation, 2, and building the energy, bringing in, 2, 3, 4, and holding, now expanding through the whole body, shining like an emerald in the sun, sparkling, ready to pop. 3, 4, and releasing to the whole world, this whole universe if you can. 4, 5, 6, and hold sublimation. We'll go in together 4 more rounds. Ready, building energy. Holding, expanding, smile on the face, shining like an emerald in the sun. And releasing. Building energy. Holding, expanding, shining like an emerald in the sun, subtle smile on the face, seeing the energy, feeling the energy, or intending the energy, or all of the above, and release. Final 2 rounds. Building the energy. Holding, expanding, smile on the face, illuminating all the cellular structures, atomical structures of the body, all the molecules, and release. Final round, making this the best one yet. Building energy. Shining like an emerald, expanding, lighting up your DNA molecules, and releasing. Seeing the DNA shine, spreading as far as you can, and when you're finished with the round, go ahead and relax. Bringing full attention to the energy gate, subtle energy gate, the tip of the nose, and the breath, so natural rhythm. If you want, particularly noticing the gap in between the breath and just noticing any subtle energies, subtle tinglies, sensations, vibrations, anything happening in the body. Just taking a moment to integrate. And going deeper and deeper into our true nature with each breath. And taking a few deep breaths in, preparing for our third stage. This will be just like the other stages, but focused on the third and final treasure, the crown chakra with the 100 billion neurons in the brain. We'll be focusing on a violet ray or a violet flame energy today. So same thing, heart mudra around Nabi, going up, middle pitch or a third pitch Om, highest pitch Om you can. Om, kind of thing. And then when you're done, the third stage, I'll get down to show you. You covered the 8 marma points, chakras on the back. You can walk your hands back if you need to. Just make sure you cover enough while being comfortable. Don't push your body because I couldn't go all the way back in the beginning either. So just cover as much of that part as you can in the final stage. And then you're going to pretend that your nose is where your hands are and you have an empty vent back there and you're just using the top 30% of your lungs for this part. So we only do 4 rounds here. Okay, awesome. Heart mudra around Nabi, deep breath all the way in and all the way out. In for Om. Coming to that third stage. And just using the top part of the lungs like an empty vent in the back. Breathing in Ujjayi in the crown chakra. Ready, in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, shining like amethyst in the sun. 4, and releasing to the whole world, all the beings, all the dimensions, no exceptions. Whole universe if you can. 5, 6, and hold. 2, and breathing in, building energy. 2, 3, 4, and hold. Shining like an amethyst in the sun. 4, and releasing to the whole world, all the beings, whole universe if you can. 5, 6, and hold sublimation. 2, last 2 rounds together, breathing energy. Holding, shining. We'll get into what's a lot of people's favorite part. So a few different things happening here. This is a very advanced version of Bhastrika, or bellows breath, adding some quantum mechanics and elements as well. So a few different things happening. So one, the breath goes like this. It's light physically, but the breath is full force, enthusiastic. So like, and then the arms just go limp. So, and then energetically what's happening is above here you have something called the heaven's gate. So when you put your hands up, your hands go through the heaven's gate. So what you're doing is you're visualizing a golden field of energy right above you in your heaven's gate. You're spreading your fingers into it. You're grabbing onto that golden field of energy. And physically, your arms are going limp, but energetically with your mental and spiritual and energy bodies, you are pulling the energy down to you. So it looks like this. We'll do 22 of those, and then after we do 22 of those, you make 2 Vajra fists, you put your fingers right by your ring finger, close over your thumbs, put them together, take a deep breath all the way in, open the channels. Then what you do is you actually try to find your pelvic bone, and you go down on it to where you can find the base, and then you come forward, so you're opening up all this area. And then if you've been initiated in the 3 bandhas, that's where you want to initiate root lock, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, chin to chest. And then like Yoga Nidra, you squeeze every muscle in your body as much as you can. If there's anything you're working on healing, you bring your attention to the area you're working on healing. Otherwise, you just let your body use its own cellular and divine intelligence to heal. This is a part that releases stem cells. Stem cells will migrate and regenerate the body and kicks in DNA repair here. So we squeeze like Yoga Nidra, applying the 3 locks if we've been initiating the locks. If we haven't been initiating the locks, just open up everything, create your base, go back forward on it like a little tripod, bring in the root lock, just lifting the root muscle up, rectum up, and then chin to chest and squeeze like Yoga Nidra. A little different. And then when you're ready, ideally hold it 5 to 9 seconds. If you can, 20 or 30, but listen to your own body as long as you can. It's very energetic. And when you're ready to let go, you initialize bottom up, but you let go up down. So you're ready to go. You release the chin, and then you release the other locks, however you know to. And then you just relax and give yourself what you need with your breath. Energy moves. And then we go into the 9 bioenergetic breaths of quantum empowerment. And then a short meditation. We're done. Cool. Awesome. So we'll guide that too. So we'll take arms all the way up. Big breath in. And all the way out. We'll take 2 transition breaths in, filling our diaphragm, chest, out, diaphragm first, 2 times. And ready. And just doing whatever your body needs to come back into homeostasis, balance, giving yourself the breath you need. Noticing how energy is moving or not moving in the body, where it's stuck, where it moves. Noticing any subtle tinglies, vibrations, sensations. There's a lot of healing chemicals and endorphins and enkephalins that get released here. And just taking a few more breaths in and out, deeply, diaphragm and chest. And going into our 9 bioenergetic breaths of quantum empowerment. So this is really quick, really easy, really simple. Very, very powerful. It's like another version of yogic coffee like we just did. So you're going to take 9 breaths or 10 breaths kind of. And it's going to be like this. In through nose, out through mouth, like this. And on the 10th breath, it's all the way in. And then you bring your chin up. You look into your third eye, you bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth, and then you bring the root lock up, and you hold that, and then done. Just like 9 seconds, up to 20 seconds maybe, whenever it feels right. Okay, ready? Awesome, let's go. And getting right into our second round, if we're ready. A few deep breaths in, ready. And third and final round, a few deep breaths in and ready. Okay. And just taking a second to come to our center. And just notice anything happening in the body. And our eyes closed. Taking a moment to come in Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation, Vipassana. The same Buddha taught. We'll just integrate energy here for a minute or two and then close up. Just noticing where energy is moving, how it's moving. Bringing full attention to the tip of the nostrils and the breath with the eyes closed. And going deeper and deeper into our true nature with each breath. Just taking about a minute or two to integrate energy here, and we'll slowly come back to our bodies. And just continue to integrate energy as we'll do some invocation, closing mantras. Asato ma sangamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mitruyom amritan gamaya om shanti 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 om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om. And just taking a moment to scan our bodies like Yoga Nidra, wiggle fingers and toes, scan our environment with our third eye while keeping our eyes closed, doing whatever we need to in our own pace to come back to the body. And I'll just take a brief minute or two while everyone is coming back, settling in, to tell you brief 2 minutes of science and then how to connect. So just asking everyone to keep their eyes closed for a minute and to do whatever you need to do to come back or whenever it feels right to open eyes. So this is going to be a real speed version because we don't normally, normally it takes 2 to 3 hours to go over science, but we're going to give you 2 minutes, just some of the most important things that are happening. So when you cultivate this, there's a lot of different things going on. One, it gives us an ability to guide ourselves into altered states of alpha, theta, delta, gamma, superconsciousness, brain waves, divine consciousness, supra-conscious states. This also gives us an ability to control our emotions, as breath is connected to emotions and breathing patterns, as also breath is connected to brain waves, and breath is also connected to dimensions. So they found that brain waves are connected to which dimension we're receiving from. So we can actually use the breath to control our rhythm to keep ourselves in alpha brainwave, theta brainwave, or delta or gamma brainwave to receive from higher dimensions, higher realms, other masters, and such things. So it gives us login passwords to all other dimensions. So there's a lot of different things happening, but if y'all would like to know more, like one, stem cells happening, DNA repairs happening, all sorts of incredible things are happening. However, we will be available to go deep into the science. Anyone has questions, there's a lot going on here. And there's a lot of different stages of cultivation in this technique. So we will be at the Jampa and Quantum Dragon Alchemy booth, and we will be available if anyone would like to has any questions or would like to go deeper or find out how to learn and all that. We're very available online and also in person. Let's see, then one announcement, there's also the Jampa that is available. So we are also offering Marma therapy while we're here, which is Ayurvedic energy medicine, chakra tests, energy testing, light body testing, then quantum sound healing also while we're here. And then we have 102 samples of this Maituna Prana stuff and Healing Heart, which helps amplify the electromagnetic field and the Ojas energies and meditation energies, Kundalini energies, and activate third eye. So just like stepping into a pyramid, cultivates meditation, amplifies the effects. This stuff also does. It's actually some of the stuff the ancient rishis and ancient pharaohs and Jedi used to do in the pyramid to have the incredible experiences, although they also work just totally naturally as well. So all that will be available. We have 100 or 200 people with the samples with, so come see us. Also free medicine consulting, and yeah, we're totally here and available for any and all questions. Was good?
Yeah. The Jampa medicine as well
was
sanctioned by the Dalai Lama. It does come from the Soya tradition and the Ayurveda Siddha medicine. So we have that table, and we are also going to be doing cacao with Silver Moon chocolates from Asheville, organic raw.